week one where maybe you don't really know what you have until you see it in the game atmosphere?
Yes, you don't know what you have. I think I understand. I know what we are, I know what we can be, I just don't know what we are today. And that will show up with that first game. Sometimes we've really played well in first games, other times we haven't played very well. So I think a lot has to do with what happened in your camp. A lot has to do with, your opponent, what stage of the game are they in? Are they a developed team? Are they a senior team? Are they a young team? You always do well with a mature football team in your first game. They know what's going to happen if you got 15 returning starters. If you only got 5 returning starters, then you don't know what's going to happen in the first game, even though I think I know what will happen throughout the season. That first game is the unknown of when will they get to the level that you anticipate them getting them to.
I guess maybe there's some comfort with the offense because 9 starters return. You got Bailey and Smith and Fountain and those guys back. But overall on the defensive side of the football, what have you seen out of that unit as you get ready for Iowa State?
Oh, the defensive unit, there's been a lot of time just trying to get them to mid-season form mentally and understand what we try to do, because they have to learn the plays, then they have to learn the techniques, and then they have to understand how it all fits together, and then you have to do it with no huddle. So it's been a growing process. It's been a challenge, but they've done great. But what's fun about it is, every time you say something, they're listening, and every day you go out there, particularly the last probably 8 to 10 practices, we've gotten better each time just because they got a better understanding. Now, we haven't seen the speed of play that we're going to see on Saturday, and that will be the biggest adjustment they have to make. Is what it looked like in practice, it will look totally different in a game once they go live, and once they make that first tackle. It will not be the same until they make that first hit.
In the secondary, just your thoughts, almost an all-new secondary back there against a Big 12 team right out of the gate.
Yeah, in the secondary, what I'd say is no matter who we put back there, when you got one playing for the Packers and one playing for the Bears, it's not the same. And I don't think you can call the game the same, and I don't think you can play the same. And for the last 2 years, we've been in a comfort zone with those 2 corners and then Tim Kilfoy fitting in the rover slot. So all 3 of those guys gone, plus the next 2 after that. So, yeah, the freshmen, they've got a lot on their plate. They have to play. That's a position you can't hide. Either you're good or you're not good. And the talent at Iowa State will expose that, because Lazard might be as good as anybody in the country playing that position. So, they got a great skill set, and then we're going to get tested early with some guys that will be doing it for the first time. Doesn't mean they can't get it done. It just means we have to prepare them to be able to win with their skill set. And that's been the challenge, that's been the plan, and now we got to execute the plan. Everybody ready for Saturday? Just good to get football going though, all right? See ya.